Hi, it's Jenna from Girl Don't Panic. Today we are going to talk about the dark night of the soul, or when we're really struggling, and how we can possibly maneuver through that and to take how to take it with grace and move past it. So the reason that I decided to do this video was because last Thursday I had a really bad day. And I was struggling to come up with a reason that I should continue to fight and to stick around that wasn't attached to someone else, or how they would be affected if I was gone. And so I wouldn't actually say that I was in the moment suicidal, but I was pretty damn close, and it was difficult to say the least. And as I thank God got a hold of my counselor and was able to talk to her, I was driving, which really isn't the best thing to be doing, but I didn't have a choice. I was stuck in traffic, couldn't get out. And so I was driving, trying to come up with a reason that I needed to stick around. I had been triggered by a bunch of different things that was going on in my life. And all of a sudden, up on my left-hand side, a van came up, and it was a patient transport van. And on it had a great big set of angel wings, and it said angel transport. And if you know anything about me, you know that I automatically interpreted that as the angels saying, hold on, we got you, we love you, we're here for you. And I also took that to mean that, they weren't done with me yet. I still had things that I needed to do, that I needed to learn, and that taking and punching out my ticket before it was time was not what they had in mind for me. So I hope that if you are struggling, oh my goodness, if you are struggling, that you have someone you can reach out to, that you find a reason or the ability to hold on. And in the comments, I am going to put down the Kids Help Phone line for all of Canada. And I'm pretty sure that there is a Canadian-wide suicide hotline as well. So I'm going to search for that as well. But please reach out if you're struggling, and know that you are important, that you have value, and that there is a blessing to be had in your life, and that you matter to me and you matter to the world. So I hope that helps. So we are going to do a reading. So this is a pick your card. There's 3 piles, and hopefully if you are struggling, that this reading will give you hope, and it will help you key into parts of yourself that would benefit from your focus and helping you to hold on and to give you faith. Okay, so and just in case you're new to me and my channel, when I say the word Papa, I mean universe, spirit. You can use the word God if you want, but basically something that is greater than us. So we're going to clear the energy with our little bell, and then we're going to say our little prayer to help me connect in with you and your guides, and then we will start with pile 1. So, Papa, angels, ascended masters, we ask that you are with us today as we look at these messages from Spirit. I ask that you are with every one and that is watching at any time this video message. Help them to feel your love and your support and your comfort. Help them to hold on. Help them to find support systems in their life so that they can find a way, that they can find hope and faith and something to carry them through. I place them in your hands because I know that there is no more loving space than the hands of the divine. So we ask for this, and we say thank you for all of everything that you do for us. Blessed be. So if you chose pile 1, these are your cards. So we are going to do some, forgive me for a second. We're going to do some oracle cards, and then we're going to do some tarot cards at the end. So this is from Colette Baron-Reid, and it's Postcards from Spirit. And you are magic. So, dearest you, there are times when loss is part of life. Sometimes loss is welcome, like when you leave a situation not in alignment with your highest good. Sometimes loss is sudden and painful, and when a loved one crosses over to our dimension, regardless of the nature of loss or your control over it, your experience is asking to be acknowledged. Tears are necessary, as is grief. When you repress the natural expression of loss and try to move on too quickly, the unprocessed pain haunts you in a destructive ways. We don't want that for you. Instead, let your heart break wide open. Feel the loss, integrate it, see the beauty that was and the lessons learned, and know that as you let go of what has passed, ever more of you remains. It gets better. We promise. Your heart expands with more compassion for the world than ever before. Love heals all. We are loving you, sending you love, always and forever. So we have a bunch of different cards, and we start off with the Generosity Rose, and this is Rose Angel Face. And I'm just gonna grab the guidebook. Here we go. So, examine all patterns of withholding. Do you withhold love? Perhaps through your unwillingness to forgive. Do you withhold money or other resources because of greed or lack of consciousness? Do you withhold your time and talents by resisting particular responsibilities? To whom are willing to extend? You are exclusive or inclusive. Do you think your responsibility is to some or to and not all? Are you self-centered? Acknowledge when and why you set limits on extension of self through unconditional love. By drawing, how about we go here? By drawing generosity notifies you that this is a time to heal your patterns of codependent giving and unconditional love, and the lack of consciousness that they reflect. Learn and learn generosity of the soul. The universe is abundant, and you are innocent, and we are one, connected through our souls to Source. When you know the one self, you know that what you withhold from others, you withhold from yourself. What you give to others, you give to yourself. Push the limits of your generosity. Extend yourself fully through unconditional love. Open your heart center. Let your love pour forth. Play in the water, the waves of the ocean, of your divine essence. Say yes whenever the universe asks that you serve. Okay. And the next 2 cards are mine, and they are the archangels that are helping you right now. So Archangel Zadkiel, his name means the righteousness of God. His purpose is to assist us with growing our compassion and mercy for ourselves and others. His aura is Prussian blue, his flower is the hydrangea, and his stone is lapis lazuli. So that's Prussian blue right there. And the other archangel that is stepping forward for you right now is Archangel Raguel. And his name means the friend of God. His purpose is to assist us with all relationships. His aura is baby blue. His flower is the chrysanthemum. And his stone is aquamarine. Okay. So now we have the heart and soul. This is from the Magdalene Oracle, and here we go. So you are blessed and guided by the eternal spirit of love. A positive transformation is occurring in your life. This very moment, close your eyes and feel yourself bathed in the love that which stems from the heart of the goddess. This card is confirmation that all is unfolding as it should. There is no need for concern, so stop taking things so seriously and trust. All unfolds in perfect harmony. Life is always full of opportunity. I am guided and protected. I surrender my concerns to the goddess eternal life. Okay. And one of the last ones that we have to... Oh, I guess not. I think I spoke too soon. Okay. You have the yew tree. And the yew tree is from the Using the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle. It was so fun to set up this reading because there's so many decks that I rarely ever use, and so this was like meeting old friends again. So the yew tree is about regeneration. The diva message is, I can live for many hundreds of years as my outer trunk gradually dies off. I will grow a new central trunk, so supply food to all my leaves and branches. I can show you how to regenerate your own life to gain new strength and resilience. So the message is, this is a potent time of rebirth in which you can shed parts of your life that no longer serve you and develop new activities and attitudes. It is also a time of stillness, contemplation, and you can reconnect with your spiritual beliefs. Apparently, the yew is native throughout northern temperate regions, south to South America and Sumatra. It's very long-lived. All parts are poisonous, and it grows to around 50 feet, or for the rest of us that use bloody hell, I can't even think of the word. It's 15 meters. So that is the yew tree. Okay. affirmation. Share your gifts. Your creativity positively impacts the world. It is ripe with beauty and innovation. Everyone benefits from your art, especially you. Get to know your talented inner muse. Nurture your vision. Your unique gifts are meant to be shared. Heal your heartbeat. This is one of the most beautiful cards ever, and I'm in love with the back of this deck as well. So this is rhodonite. You can see it inside the hummingbird's chest. And this is from the Illustrated Crystal Airy Oracle cards. And it is a stunning deck. I highly recommend it. Just a second. Here we go. Rhodonite. Heal your heartbeat. Rhodonite is 5.5 to 6 on the moth hardness scale, so it's not that soft of a stone. It's nice in the middle. When you're feeling calm and centered, your heart beats in an even rhythm. Listen to it becoming self-soothing, helping you remember your personal cadence. But when you are anxious, especially when you're perpetually anxious, your heart stutters and skips. Your own skittish heart sends you deeper into unease and angst. But it is not your heart that's the problem. The problem lies deeper, rooted in the vulnerability that is causing the anxiety. Put your hand on your heart. Rhodonite instructs. Close your eyes and feel its beat. And once you are in sync with yourself, ask your heart what's feeding the anxiety. To heal your heart, you need to first know what it is, the way you feel vulnerable in the world. It is time for the first step. Okay. And then, I'm going to put that back over there. We have this message, and it is from the Abraham, so Esther and Jerry Hicks. Okay. You cannot perceive, so am I selfish enough to want to feel good, is what the message is on the front. You cannot perceive life from any perspective other than that of yourself. Selfishness is the sense of self. Unless you are selfish enough to care about how you feel and therefore direct your thoughts in a way that you are allowing true connection to your inner being, you have nothing to give another anyway. Everyone is selfish. It is not possible to be otherwise. So, you can take that card however it resonates for you, but to me that kind of speaks about the fact that we can only see the universe from our own perspective, and that with that, we need to make sure that our bucket is full, that we have enough mental capacity, focus, love, compassion, all of those things for ourselves, because if we do not feed our own bucket, there's no way that we can help someone else. So from the Angels in Aura deck, which is by Radley Valentine and Dougal Fraser, you have Zadkiel with purple. So I'm just going to bring him nice and close. And Zadkiel says it's about destiny and pride, consciousness and forgiveness. The flip side is indecisive, ego, lost, and judgment. So to honor yourself, to more align with the positive parts of your personality, allow yourself to step into who you are meant to be, into your greater consciousness, to forgive what you have done to yourself and others, and to forgive others what they have done for you, or to you, I guess I should say. So the stone and essential oil that you have is orange and carnelian. Oh, dang it. I meant to grab the stones and I didn't. Okay, so the message is create new pathways of consciousness to raise your awareness, think clearly, and stay focused, to be in the present moment, relax, be calm, feel joy and confidence. Clean germs, release nervous coughing spasms. Orange. The affirmation is to feel joyful, confident, create expression in constantly flowing through. Oh, I'm so sorry. I feel joyful and confident. Creative expression is constantly flowing through me. I take action to bring my ideas to fruition. Prosperity abounds in my life, and goodness multiplies. So, orange and carnelian, which is an orange stone. It's beautiful, but I don't think I have any in my little dish. Oh, I do. It's more of a pinky carnelian, but it is carnelian. It's beautiful. I was actually going to get my carnelian bracelet, and it's little orange turtles, and I absolutely love it. Okay, so we have two affirmations, and these are from it's Don Miguel, I know that. So one is be impeccable with your word, seek to know the truth. When you hear an opinion and believe it, you make an agreement and it becomes part of your belief system. The only thing that can break this agreement is to make a new one based on the truth. Only the truth has the power to set you free. Okay. The other one is don't take anything personally. Ignore the opinion of others. Whatever people do, feel, think, or say, don't take it personally. Others are going to have their own opinion according to their belief system. So whatever they think about you is not about you, but it is about them. And goblins. So this is from the Enchanted Map Oracle. And goblins, you can see there's a bunch in this card if you look really close. They got the nasty little eyes, and I think that's a little toady, but he looks like a little toady, but he's kind of messed up, so we're going to call him a goblin anyhow. And then it almost looks like there's a spirit, like right there. And I love that this card is 5. So in my, oh look, there's another one right there. I never saw how many goblins were in this card. Anyhow, goblins are our negative beliefs about ourselves. They are where we have taken other people's opinions or other people's beliefs and have made them our own. And they limit how we view ourselves and how, I'm just gonna expand this. There we go. So hopefully it won't fuzz out anymore. So it basically talks about how we allow others to mess with how we view ourselves, or we interpret things that have happened in the past, and we make them mean something that is negative about ourselves. So goblin is 5. So fear is an illusion. Choose love today. Forgive yourself and others. Goblins are born when we're wounded or something essential is lost in the experience. From that point on, as you forget your wholeness, they remain with you in the shadows. There they remind you of what brought them into being by mimicking your own voice, tricking you into believing that you are unworthy, victimized, or unlovable. They hold you hostage through low self-esteem, hold you hostage through low self-esteem, self-sabotage, and feeling that you are lacking what you need. If goblins pay you a visit, know that they represent the shadow of your own self, or someone else's, that they are leading you into potentially reactive situation. A goblin's card's appearance is an opportunity for growth. However, the signal that you must love yourself. No human is without flaws. The goblin's message is that you must release resentments and negative self-talk. Within you is the spark of the divine. Ask Spirit to help you heal. Miracles can and do happen. Let go of the negativity. And we have 2 more cards. And I don't know if I mentioned, but we're going to have some tea leaf cards after we've done the the tarot, not oracle. We're doing oracle now. So you had spirit and creative. So being creative, enchantment is what they're asking you to step into. So this is from the inner voice. And last but not least, you have the beautiful seahorse spirit. Watch and wait. So 53. Hovering gracefully, the seahorse observes with the perspective of one who is not engulfed by drama. Remaining at a distance from all the turbulence, seahorse spirit appears at this time to remind you of the need to be neutral, gain perspective. Your message from seahorse spirit is not my circus, not my monkeys. Spirit wants you to know that even if you are tempted to jump into the fray and try to fix things, the best way to observe yourself and others right now is to remain calm and simply watch and see. Another message here is that whatever your quarry, seahorse spirit asks you to step back from it. Be willing to explore things from different angles rather than a single one. Just observe what is possible from the perspective and position of the neutral observer. You will discover a myriad of opportunities and a deeper understanding of what you seek and why, and you will know beauty, truth, love, and wisdom. So, we are going to do, basically it's a spirit layout. So it has 5 points, and we're going to look at how to integrate what is happening for you right now. So integrate it and what lessons it has for you. Okay. So, spirit. Why does pile 1, or what does pile 1 need to know about what they are going through right now? So for Earth, we have the 7 of Cups. I'm just going to move. There we go. So I can lay them out in front of me. For water, we have the 4 of Swords. For air, we have the Emperor. For fire, we have the 2 of Pentacles. For spirit, we have the Chariot. And for the outcome, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So let's look at what this means. Back of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups. So the Seven of Cups for the physical issue. So maybe you are confused. Maybe you have so many things on your plate that your energy is dissipated. You can't choose one or another. There's just too many options. There's too many things going on. You can't focus. You're not sure which step to take, how to move forward to your best advantage. Water is how this is affecting your emotions. So really this is overwhelming you. It's causing you to shut down and pull within, which is good because this allows you to integrate and to heal. So the Four of Swords is asking you to really take care of yourself, to think things through, to ground, and really give yourself a moment to pause. So in the smaller cards, so the minor arcana, this is like the Hermit card, which is about taking time to really care for yourself. It's like the self-care card, and really honestly asking yourself what it is that I need to know, what I need to do, how I can best serve myself and my highest purpose in this particular situation. So number 3, for air, you have the Emperor. And the Emperor is about, air is how this affects your thoughts. And so you really know who you want to be in this life. You know that you want to have things together and you want to accomplish things, but you're being overwhelmed with how to take the next step and how best to serve yourself and to move forward. And I think, okay. So we're just going to move forward and then I'll come back to what my brain is saying. So 4, fire. What you need to transform and surrender. Okay, so right now with the Two of Pentacles, you are trying to balance things, and you're desperately trying to balance things. But the problem is that when you're focused on too many things, you can't balance. You can do it for a little while, but you can't continue to move. You can't split your energy in that many ways. And so it's just more confirmation that I think Spirit is asking you to focus on one thing and then charge forward. And basically that's what Spirit is saying. So Spirit is saying what lies in your heart. What is Spirit's advice? So Spirit's advice is to get your horses going after the same thing. So stop splitting your energy. Stop trying to do too many things at once. Do what is right in front of you. Make those small steps, and then what happens is then you can pick up the next thing. Then you can take the next step. But when we try to multitask, which we understand that we don't actually multitask, we just jump from one thing fast, right? That's not multitasking. That's actually just splitting our energy from one thing to the next thing, right? So Spirit is asking you to focus on one thing, that whole energy of you. And so your planning, your mind, your heart, your spirit, focus it on one thing and then move that forward so that you can really tune into how that is going to benefit you and explore it with all your creativity. And when we allow ourselves to really focus on something, we can bring all of ourselves to bear. And then we actually have all of that mental activity and creativity and spiritual awareness. And I'm so sorry, I'm yawning. But that allows us to step in and step up So then we can actually create the life that we want, which is being independent, which is having that life that we know that we have money to spare and share. We have the ability to enjoy the moment. We're not always struggling to actually just try to get by. So this is about enjoying the proceeds, the connection, the beauty that we have been working so hard for. So allow yourself to focus on one thing and allow that to drive you forward. So really focusing on who you are and what you are. Oh my, okay. So we have a period of ill health and depression. So maybe that is what you're dealing with right now. And we have the focus of love. Okay, what else does pile 1 need to know? Oh, we have basket, recognition, reward for merit. Okay. Lily, spiritual love. Fan, romance, celebration, party. We have opportunities are waiting for you. Remember, only take what applies to you. You know your situation. Mice, discord among friends and family. Anything else from this pile? The tea leaves are like huge, so I have to do them in separate because otherwise I just make a huge mess. Okay, this one wants to come up. Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Anything else? Yep. Dog, close up, pleasure with a close friend. That's one heck of a poodle face. Okay. Anything that pile 1 needs to know from this deck? Cup, you should accept valid criticism. Remember that constructive criticism is meant to improve ourselves. If it's criticism, just because someone wants to criticize you, it's not valid. It's constructive criticism that helps us grow. We are always learning, we are always growing, and that is, it's okay to mess up. We're human, right? We're human. Well, technically, we're spiritual beings having a human existence. So the very nature of us is to mess up and to grow and to become something so much greater than we are. Okay, so we have chain. A chain of events that will affect your life has started. Is there anything else? Bag, something important such as a new job or raise. Okay. And the last cards that I'm going to ask for is, when are we going to see this shift? Okay, the card's already come out, but I gotta finish. When are we going to see this shift between you struggling and you starting to make momentum towards what you are trying to create? Now remember that the future is unwritten. There is free will determines everything. So the main reason when we are trying to predict, so that's what these cards are about, as opposed to insight and helping us determine the way forward, is so that we can change things. So the card that we got was March. So my first thing is, maybe you connect with March. Maybe you connect with the Lily of the Valley, which is on the card. It may be next March, which may be just around the corner if you're listening to this at another time than when I'm doing it. When I'm doing this reading live, it's April, so March is pretty far away. But if you don't like that, you can always change it. You can always move the energy more, okay? And I can't remember if I said I was going to use charms, so we're just going to go and grab them because I don't want to disappoint. So give me just a second. Luckily, they're not that far away. Okay. So we're just going to pull a couple of charms. Be careful, this might be a little bit loud. Okay. So we have... Interesting. We have this beautiful little mermaid. Yeah, she kind of is bigger there. And we have a stocking. So maybe Christmas is important to someone. Maybe something different is about to happen near Christmas. And we have one of my absolute favorite pendants. So he's kind of see-through for you. But it's fluorite, but it's a happy Buddha. Okay, so the laughing Buddha. And the laughing Buddha is about finding joy and beauty in our everyday life. I would recommend that you try to, I thought I got more than 3, but I think that's just because the Buddha was so big. Anyhow, connect in, meditate, find things that make you happy, that make you smile, and do more of that. We have the smoky quartz crystal. So this is about grounding. It's about, if you're in a nice area, I was hoping for spring before today, or well, I guess overnight. We had nice spring weather outside, and Mother Nature has decided that no, we need to look like it's more back in January. So when I look outside, it is snowing horribly, and there is a whole bunch on the ground. So yeah, I was enjoying my spring weather, hoping and indulging in the concept that Capri weather was right around the corner. But no. Ottawa, Canada, we have snow. So ground. If you can go outside and walk barefoot, do it and enjoy it, because I wish I could right now. But you really need to ground and feel connected into the earth. Let go of things that are driving you. We also have this wonderful tree. We have this wonderful tree. So give a tree a hug. Sit with the trees and connect. They have wonderful wisdom to give us. And and don't worry about being late. So we have the little bunny from Alice in Wonderland, who is, of course, very late for his appointment. But I also want to notice that he has hearts on him. He has hearts on him, and he is announcing. So he has a trumpet. So maybe Spirit is announcing. And then I am picking up a rose quartz. And rose quartz is all about the heart chakra, love, all forms of love. So self-love, love for others, unconditional love. Allow yourself to really connect in with you, connect in with your positive traits, to focus on taking care of the amazing person that you are, because you are amazing. So sending you love and blessings, and so many 10,000 angels to hold you up and love you. Okay? Thank you so much. And that's it for pile 1. So I'm just going to clean up. Then we're going to start pile 2. Okay, so pile 2. So we're going to clear the energy. Papa, we ask that you are, Papa, the Ascended Masters, angels, we ask that you are here with us today as we channel messages for pile 2. We ask that you help us connect into their spirit and in with their guides so that they can receive a message that gives them comfort and helps them to see a path forward. We ask that you surround them with your love and your light, and to help them as they struggle with this dark night of the soul. Blessed be. So the first message we're going to start with is from Postcards from Spirit. And this says, "Dearest you, we bet you must be exhausted some days, giving as much as you do, sharing your energy so beautifully in the service to take to the highest good, can leave you feeling depleted like an empty well, if it feels as if there is no more water for you. Good news is we have a plan. Today, go take a relaxing bath. Book a massage, read a novel, buy yourself flowers, or plant some in your garden. Make time for self-care. Not more work on yourself. By tending to yourself now, you are reminded to do so more often. Be sure to use the word that might have caused you anxiety in the past, but is essential for you and your well-being now. No. Say it with us. No. No, thank you. No, I can't. You do not have to explain. Just say no, gently and firmly, and then go soak. Life will wait for you to bring yourself back to center, replenished and ready for more adventure. We love you so very much." Okay, so the first card we're going to look at is from the Ascension Oracle and Guidance for Accelerated Spiritual Growth. And this is Unfolding Higher Purpose, and it's Bee Balm, the Raspberry Vine. Okay. When you draw the Unfolding Higher Purpose, it guides you to discover and unfold the perfect work of the soul in form or its next generation. You are either experiencing or about to experience work-related transition. While this transition may be challenging, your soul is calling you to a higher purpose. If you are unemployed, it is a time to find a new direction. If you are doing your highest work part-time or on the side, it is time to do it full-time. If you engage in work you do not enjoy, it is time to move on. If you do work you enjoy and know there is a higher level of this work, it is time to embrace that higher level. If you have a dream, this is the time to act on it. Whatever the scenario, now is the time for change and growth in your life. Patience is required as you complete old forms, create or find new ones.
Why would I use kayak to compare?
I tell ya. Okay, sorry about that. That was YouTube that decided it wasn't going to play my music anymore, even though it's 10 hours long. But okay. And purpose is analogist and to concept, gestation, birth, child rearing process. So it's similar. What phase of this process you are in? Oh, that's not where I was reading. I was down here. Patience is required as you complete old forms, create or find new ones. If you do work that is no longer right for you, your challenge is to determine what to do next and how to get there from here. If you are unemployed, you have to determine how to survive as you simultaneously pursue your dream. If you are transitioning to the next generation of the perfected work of the soul in form, you may have to develop your replacement or find the funding to create and support it. Okay. Your story will be an inspiration to those who follow. Okay, and next, we are going to look at who has decided, so archangels, to step forward for you. So this is from my own deck. It's Archangel Michael, and his name means he who is like God. His purpose is protection, guidance related to divine purpose. His aura is cobalt blue, his flower is the African violet, and his stone is sugilite. And the other archangel that has stepped forward is Archangel Nathaniel, and his name means the gift of God. Purpose is helping our alignment with our passion and purpose. Aura is poppy red, his flower is the poppy, and his stone is garnet. And, reading all three of these, it's interesting because it's almost as if already the message is here saying Spirit wants you to step up and step into another role where you are playing a more active role in being a light worker and bringing love and light into the world. So we'll see where it goes from here, but that's pretty amazing. Okay, so your card from, just find the Magdalene Oracle is Christ, Universal Christ. And it says, the emptiness that you presently feel is helping you reconnect with the aspects of your nature that you have kept repressed for a long time. Let go of the distractions that surround you at present and bring your awareness within. In the empty spaces of your solitude, you will find a hidden treasure. This is a period of profound self-discovery. I'm sorry. You need only listen to the whispers inside your heart. Ask yourself what it is that you truly want from life, and remember that when it comes to the matters of your heart, there is no wrong or right. Every choice you make leads to the outcome which is necessary for you to grow. In love and wisdom, you will emerge from this phase with a clearer direction for your life. As a result of this, some of your relationships are likely to go through major changes. Relationships that no longer serve you may come to an end, while others become stronger and more meaningful. Trust the inner guidance that you receive. And we have the white mulberry. So this is from Using the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle. And I love the back of this deck. So I hope that you find inspiration. So we have the white mulberry is harmony. Its diva message or fairy message is, I will send you spiritual and emotional nourishment. This will guide you into creating a stronger or more harmonious connection with others and enrich your understanding of their motives as well as your own. So your message is, find the connections between you and people and animals with whom you share life. Do your best to create harmony with them and to empathize with them, even when their behavior perplexes you. The white mulberry is native to Western Asia. Bear cat skins and sweet edible fruits. Bear's cat skins and sweet edible fruits. Fast growing, short lived, grows to 20 meters tall or 65 feet. Okay. And the last one that I have to read to you for a bit is this amazing stone. So turquoise. So it's in the eggs. And it says, find your way home. Oops, sorry, little angel. Find your way home, turquoise. So turquoise is a 5 to 6 on the moth hardness scale. You can always find your way home. Turquoise assures, and she should know. She has traveled by caravan across the Silk Road, escorted royalty by the byways between life and death. Turquoise is a wayfinder, a companion for when the path is unknown and feels treacherous. Whether in real time or in the shadowed lands of journeys and dreams, she offers protection to the parts of our psyche that are lost, scared, or hidden away. There is a tension to being human, to having a yin and a yang aspect which occasionally conflict, leaving you simultaneously wanting to stretch your wings and never to leave the nest. Turquoise gets it. Go and grow, she whispers. I will help you find your way home. Okay, so now we have a couple of affirmation cards. Okay, so adventure awaits. This is from the it's crazy, sexy, Chris Carr, Crazy Sexy Love Notes. So it says, break up your routine and live a little, sweetheart. It's time for some adventure. Plan a vacation. Take a spontaneous drive. Change of pace and scenery will do you good. Plus, you'll never know whom you'll meet and what experience along the way. A fabulous new friend or partner, a spectacular meal at a charming local joint. The vista of a lifetime. Adventure awaits. Okay. So this is from the Law of Attraction cards, Esther and Jerry Hicks, the Abraham teachings. So the art of allowing is, I am that which I am. I am pleased and joyful in that, and you are that which you are. And while you are different from that which I can allow that, for it is good. Okay, so I'm going to read that again. I am learning to allow well-being in. The art of allowing is, I am that which I am. I am pleased and joyful in it. and you are that which you are. And while you are different from that which I am, I can allow that, for it is also good. Okay. So from the Angels and Aura deck by Radley, Valentine, and Dougal Fraser, you have communication. And it says accuracy, expression, intimacy, and honesty. The negative side of this is gossip, withholding, solitude, and risk. So connection, communication, being authentic in your communication, saying what you need, being available and vulnerable to be yourself. So you have green kyanite and lime. So the message is about happiness and self-confidence. Uplift your consciousness through contemplative thought. Improve situational awareness and mental clarity. Raise self-esteem through journaling activities and positive self-talk. Prevent infections and clear your respiratory system. Lime. And the affirmation is, my mind and heart are aligned with the divine. I am alert, uplifted. I am boundless. I have boundless inner peace and joy. I feel grateful for my happiness and the sweetness of life. Okay, we are almost done with these little cards. Okay, so we have spiritual and we have unseen. Invisible aid. So this could be angels, it could be your guides, it could be ascended masters, it could be fairies, you name it. But there is much to be seen around you and felt and known. So you are surrounded by helpers. Okay, so from the these are affirmations from the Don Miguel Ruiz cards. Don't know why I said that. Okay, so don't make assumptions. Say goodbye to the sadness and the drama. All the sadness and drama you have lived in your life was rooted in making assumptions and taking things personally. The whole world of control between humans is based on that. Take a moment and consider this. So say goodbye to sadness and drama, because you're not going to take what other people think as personally, and you're not going to make assumptions on what they think and believe, so that you are not affected by the negativity. You are that which you believe you are. Humans are powerful magicians. You have the power to make yourself what you are right now, but it is not your reasoning mind that controls your power. It is what you believe. It's also what we focus our control on. So if we focus on something, we give it power. So if we make the assumption that someone doesn't like us or is not happy with us, or we give them power by making that real and true. Okay, so the last two cards we have are... Where did I put that book? I don't know. Ha ha ha. It's hiding. So we have the Dragon's Lair. Now, the Enchanted map by Colette Baron-Reid. One of the reasons I love this deck so much is because it so precisely nails how we are feeling. So our emotions basically put us in a different state. So when we can tap into what it is that we are feeling, when we can use our imagination to give it depth and breadth, we can understand what is going on with us so that we can move forward and move past whatever is holding us back. In this case, the Dragon's Lair, page 19, or card 19, sorry. Okay. So you are always protected and divinely directed. So you are a remarkable internal. You have a remarkable internal warning system that lets you know when things are out of alignment. You are about to enter dangerous territory, so tread carefully and be aware of your surroundings. The path that you're on now is one that will challenge you to the core. That said, peril is also exciting and exhilarating, like the danger you feel before you enter a new relationship, knowing that you will be changed forever. A life lived fully isn't lived only safely. A new experience is calling you to you, one that will test your courage. The choice is yours, but there is a greater value in risk, in taking that let's try again. In risk taking than remaining unchallenged. New territories are awaiting to be discovered. So it is a time you're on the precipice of changing things, of growing, of finding new ways of being. And last but not least, we have the Spirit Animal Oracle. And this is the pocket edition, which I'm totally in love with. And you have the Grasshopper Spirit, and it says, take a leap. Which, honestly, I think that this is what everybody has been saying to you this whole reading. Okay, so right now, you are poised to jump into the next level of your life and move forward into something even better than you could have imagined. When Grasshopper Spirit appears, it is fortuitous time to take a leap into the unknown. Okay, I'm just pausing for a second. So I'm so impressed that I got fortuitous out my mouth without stumbling. So yay, Jen. Okay, back to the card. Fortuna's time to take a leap into the unknown, for the Grasshopper Spirit represents the innovative spirit that says, why not, and has the faith in the powers of co-creation. You are being called to trust that this is the right time for you to go with that idea, relationship, or situation. Take risks, for abundance in all forms are going to show up for you. Wondrous things will await when the grasshopper appears. You are not going to go backwards, so listen to your intuition rather than the fearful ego that resists any change and clings worldly to what was. Luck is on your side. Jump up and forward with confidence, for Spirit has so much in store for you if only you take the leap. Okay, so now we are going to look at the tarot, and we're going to do a layout that looks at how you are dealing with this particular situation that is around you right now, and how best to integrate it and move through it. Okay, so what is the situation, this dark night of the soul, that is asking you to learn, and how is it asking you to expand, ground it? So what does pile 2 need to know about their situation right now? So for Earth, you have the 2 of Pentacles. For Water, you have the Ace of Pentacles. For Air, you have the 6 of Swords. It's a very air card. For Fire, you have the Queen of Wands. And for spirit, that one right there, you have the Magician. And your final outcome is the High Priestess. Wow. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy is the Page of Wands. Okay. So, we're going to start with what each position means. So, Earth is the physical issue. It's trying to make a decision. It's trying to balance too many things, and for a time you can balance it, but eventually you will not be able to focus as much as you want to on what you need to. So you're trying to do more than one thing at this present time. And what water wants to do, so how it is affecting your emotions, is it wants a new start. It wants a new tangible beginning so that you can grow and really establish your roots and build what it is that your dreams and your higher purpose is calling you to do. Okay. Then for air, we have how this is affecting your thoughts, and it wants to take you from a tumultuous water that you're trying to cross to calmer seas. So you want to feel calm and like you know what you're doing. You feel like you're in control, that you have an idea of how this is going to progress and how to apply yourself in a way that makes you feel better about yourself and your situation. But right now, because you haven't been able to focus and really apply yourself in the way that you want, you're really struggling and you feel very out of control and overwhelmed. And you are desperately trying to find a calmer, more peaceful way forward. Okay? And fire, what you need to transform or surrender. So the Queen of Wands is amazing. So partly she is, when most people talk about her, they talk about how beautiful or charismatic she is. But she also is very in touch with her spiritual side. So she is full of the possibility and making passion and excitement and all of these things come alive in her life and really carry forward with that passion to what she is meant to do, and is guided by the divine and really embraced in who she is in her higher self. So what needs to be transformed is that inability to step into who you are, to really recognizing that you are the Queen of Wands. You are the person that is in your driver's seat, and you have so much more passion and purpose that is available for you. And as you saw with the oracle cards, Spirit is desperately asking you to step up and step in. So you are meant to do so much more than you are right now. And it's okay to take baby steps between now and then to figure out the path forward. It doesn't have to be overnight. You don't have to jump off a cliff, but you need to make steps forward to fulfilling who you are, to taking on that armor of this is who I am and this is what I am meant to do. And Spirit is coming through with the Magician. And this is what is in your heart and what Spirit advises. And Spirit tells you that you are a co-creator, that you are the manifester of your life. And if you don't like where it's going, then go back to basics and replant seeds, replant goals, and make conscious steps for them. And take out those weeds. So every time you doubt yourself, doubt your ability to be more than what you are right now, to really practice how you can be those things, and take all the things that are not benefiting you, that are not true to your authenticity, and weed those bastards out. So don't allow yourself to be overwhelmed with things that were not really you. It's okay to go back to the drawing board. It's okay to say, no, this doesn't fit me anymore. This isn't who I am. This is not what I want to be. And to go back and start creating, because you are always in the power position. You are always the one who can create the way forward and the truth of who you are and what you want to be in this world. The outcome card is the High Priestess, and she is everything. So she knows who she is. The divine speaks with her. She is connected to her higher self. She is anchoring that into her reality in this world. And she is moving forward, and she is being exactly who she is meant to be. And as we have the Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck, basically it is saying one step at a time. Take the leap. Learn one little thing, apply it, learn another thing. If you know where you're going and you know exactly what all of this has been talking about, take that leap. If you don't, start exploring, start learning. So wherever you are on this journey, know that they are behind you and with you, wanting you to become who you are meant to be. They believe in you, they see you, and they have your back. Okay, so we're going to do some tea leaf cards and see if they want to add any more information. So what does pile 2 need to... Oh, my goodness. Okay, so Valley. A deep personal strength and peace that assures success. I swear, I love cards. They know exactly who they speak to. Tankard, celebration, fun, enjoyment. Have some fun. Celebrate who you are. Celebrate your small victories. They lead to greater victories. Arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So you know where you're going. You just have to explore it and move towards it one step at a time. Target, goal-orientated person. Anything else they want to tell you? Chair filled, someone new is entering your life. Okay. Turkey, someone is behaving stupidly. Please take everything with a grain of salt. If it doesn't fit, don't take it. It is a general reading. Pale, time to get out of a situation. We have lightning. Control your anger or you will be sorry. Sounds so much more ominous than it needs to be. Vine, seek out information that will help you. Yeah, I think this is the last from this side. Basket, recognition and reward for merit. Anything from over here? For pile 2, anything else that you want to expand on, Spirit? Oh, okay. Dogs, getting together with friends. Yeah, some interesting dogs and animals in this tea leaf stuff. They're almost comical. Leg, stepping into new experiences. Anything else right there? Boot, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Okay. And is there any significant month that something major will happen related to this for pile number 2? June. Okay, so we are going to get some charms. Let's see. Okay, I'm just mixing up. This might be a little bit loud. Okay. We have Satellite. So Satellite is about getting in touch with your third eye and really seeing the truth of situations. So maybe the truth of the situation you're in and how you can change it and move forward to where you want. It could also be about seeing the truth in where you are applying your energy or where you need to change things. We have maybe the, no, do I got her up right? Cameo, yeah. So maybe old-fashioned things matter to you, or someone that you're somehow in this situation or what you're called to do. You have the rose quartz, which is about the heart chakra. It's all forms of love, so self-love, divine love, unconditional love, calling in a soulmate. All of these things are beautiful. The horse. So the horse to me is about feeling free, breaking free, moving forward in a way that excites you and fills you with passion and purpose, and just having the time of your life and allowing that to really support you and bring you through. You have the heart and it's open. So make sure that you keep your heart wide open so that you can be the person that you want to be and that you can feel all that love has to offer, and it will make you a better, happier person. We also have Pisces. So maybe you are a Pisces yourself. Maybe there is a Pisces that is important to you in your life, or maybe something in the time of Pisces. So between mid-February and mid-March, something significant will happen. Okay, so there you go. I hope that that helped and gave you comfort. I pray that you are lifted up with love and support, and I am sending you, also dropping the rose quartz, sending you 10,000 angels worth of love and light to help you through this time. So blessed be and take care. Thank you. And again, I dropped the rose quartz. So for pile 3, welcome. This is your reading. We are going to clear the energy and say a little prayer, and then we're going to look at your oracle cards, and then we are going to look at tarot to give more, explore why you're in the situation you are, and then we're going to get a little more advice from the tea leaf cards, and last but not least, we will get some charms to just give you a little bit extra, maybe some inspiration, or just a little hug. Okay. So we're going to clear the energy. Papa, we ask that you are with us as we look at the cards for pile 3. We ask that their guides and angels come forward and help us to interpret the messages. We ask that this message helps them feel seen and heard and supported and loved. We ask that you help them and help me convey the messages that you want them to hear today. Blessed be. Thank you. So we're going to start with Postcards from Spirit. And this is from Colette Baron-Reid. And it says, Dear you, it might be hard to believe you'll ever get where you want to go, feeling the way that you want to feel and find peace and security. But you can. There are lots of things to celebrate in life, but first you need to let go of this attachment to achieving certain results. It is easy to get caught up in the endless loop of wanting this or that so that you can feel safe. The only way out is to surrender the attachment. Empty yourself so that you can be filled with something new. The compulsion will be lifted and peace will come. Trust that something better awaits and that something new will open up and you will see new opportunities for fulfillment. The truth is, whenever you get into a loop, that what you really are looking for is spirit. That connection is where the power, the peace and the purpose lies. Everything else follows after that. Give yourself a hug. We've got you. Loving you so, so much. Okay. So we have several oracle cards. And I hope you don't mind being read to. I have a couple of ones that need to be read, not just simply interpreted, because wow, are they big. Okay, so we have Spiritual Time. We have the Rose Love. And this is from the Ascension Oracle, Guidance for Accelerated Spiritual Growth. Okay, and this says, you seek love only to discover that you are love. Give me just a second. You know God, Source, is love. You seek to know this love. At first, you mistakenly look outside yourself. These futile attempts inevitably lead you within, to your soul. And then you realize through your soul that you are united for eternity with Source of all and all things. Now you turn to others to experience the many faces of the One. It's interesting. The other cards all had a spot where it was obvious that your message was, but this doesn't seem to negate that. It is difficult to break through from cultural paradigm, and linear time is no exception. Yet this is a spiritual task at hand. Your life is meant to be moment-to-moment expression of your soul, rather than letting linear time control you. To conceptualize it, flow with it, enjoy it, and when you transcend linear time in favor of spiritual time, you enter the present and experience the divine presence. This This is ample motivation to reconfigure your life according to your soul. Live in accordance with the spiritual time and enter a portal of transcendence. Okay, so we have trying to bring out the ones that I have to read to you because then it makes it easier. So you have the ash tree, and this is from Using the Wisdom of Trees Oracle. And this is about healing. And just so you get to see the back because it's gorgeous. So the ash tree. Ash is about mastery. And the fairy message is, my wood has many uses because it is strong yet flexible. For centuries, humans have associated me with magical powers to repel evil and to heal children. I exude a syrupy sap so I can help to make your life sweeter. Gain mastery over yourself by accepting who you are and fearlessly looking in all aspects of your personality. Strive to be objective and rational rather than being swept along by the subjective emotions. Ash is native to many parts of Europe and southwestern Asia. Also in North America, because I have it outside. It doesn't mention that. Bears flowers and fruit known as ash keys, long-lived, grows to 35 meters or 115 feet. Sorry about that. And yeah, ash is gorgeous. I love ash trees. I'm actually an ash in astrology. It's Celtic astrology. Okay, so then we have... you have Breathe in Your Trueness, and you have Lepidiolite. Lepidiolite, I actually have right here. So this is Lepidiolite. So it's a form of mica. It is stunning. It is said to have like lithium in it, and it is amazing for helping you relieve depression, anxiety. It is an incredible stone. I highly recommend it. So give me just a second and we'll quickly read what it says. Breathe in your trueness. So Lepidiolite on the moth hardness scale is 2.5. So as you can see, it is very, very easily broken apart, just like other forms of... I just said what it was, and now I can't think of the word again. I tell you, Jenna, sometimes. So Lepidiolite's lilac luster is the stuff of princess dreams and fairy tales. Something in us rebels when we see it, thinking that can't be natural. But Lepidiolite's tranquil tones are the real deal, not manipulated or man-made. Don't doubt my authenticity, and don't doubt your own. Lepidiolite quips. Lepidiolite knows that being outrageously beautiful or funny or smart doesn't make you false. Shiny brightly gives other people permission to shine, to show their authentic, multicolored self. And when you're able to put down your masks, when you realize the person you see in the mirror, your heart and spirit can calm your soul. Take a deep breath and let Lepidiolite support you in breathing in your trueness and basking in your outrageous spirit. So Lepidiolite, I believe it's in the stone on the unicorn's head. And these are the most amazing cards ever. I love them. This is by Maya Toll. Maya Toll. MAIATOLL. Okay. And we have from the Magdalene Oracle Guidebook, or Guide, we have co-creation. A new opportunity will present itself over the coming week, which at first may seem beyond your financial means or expertise, yet the opportunity would not present itself if it were not capable of you were not capable of handling it. It will work out for you provided that you are flexible in methods you adopt. More importantly, keep in mind that anything of lasting value is always a co-creation between you and Source. Seek intuitive guidance from your higher mind and from God. See yourself in spiritual partnership with the Divine Creator. Ask to be shown the ways and means of accomplishing your mission. When making a decision, sit quietly and ask your higher self and God to help you to make the most of an appropriate one. Remember also that perseverance and commitment are major factors in any success. Acknowledge your fears and perceived shortcomings and then go forward. You will not fail, provided you always remember that all you do is co-creation. So allow Spirit to step with you and for you into the opportunity. Okay, so now we have the two archangels that want to step for you. So this is from my own deck. So you have Archangel Camuel and you have Archangel Shamuel. Okay, so Archangel Shamuel, his name means he who sees like God. His purpose is to help us find things that we have lost or that we are in need of. His aura is mint green, his flower is clover, and his stone is adventurine. Archangel Camuel means he who stands before God. His purpose is to assist with the right use of anger and passion and healthy boundaries. His aura is mocha brown, his flower is oregano, and his stone is shungite. Okay. And we have from the Angels and Aura deck, we have focus on your health. Wellness, active, radiant nourishment. The opposite is neglect, lethargic, melancholy, and excess. So taking care of yourself may be one of your priorities at this time. So we have for your stone and your essential oil. And this is from Margaret Ann Limbo. And the deck is Essential Oils and Gemstone Guardians. So this says it's about intuition and communication. Be mindful of your breath and your thoughts. Be alert and aware. Replace feelings of agitation with peace. Calm aching muscles and reduce inflammation. The affirmation is, I am protected and safe. Inner peace, calm are mine. I am balanced on all levels. Only goodness and love are allowed in my space. Again, that's eucalyptus and chrysocolla. So I know that chrysocolla helps with arthritis, and eucalyptus is amazing for helping us to get over colds and to boost our immune system. Okay, so we have this card is from Chris Carr's Crazy Sexy Love Messages, and it says breathe deeply, which eucalyptus helps with that. Breathe big, let it all in, expand your fabulous belly. Who cares if your jeans feel too tight? Here's an idea, buy a roomier pair. Deep, full breaths invigorate you. They release sadness and allow ecstasy to flood in. Pause, inhale a long, slow, big, delicious breath. Exhale. Remember, when the going gets tough, the deep breath and trust that you are capable of greatness. Okay, this is from the, I just said it. Law of Attraction cards by Esther and Jerry Hicks. So they're Abraham teachings. And it says, I can learn to prioritize my intentions. It is important for you to identify which intentions you most want to fulfill, because as you prioritize, you give your singular intention to what is most important. And as you give that singular attention, by the law of attraction, you attract power into the intention that is most important for you at this time. Okay, so now we have two beautiful cards from, these are from the Don Miguel Ruiz decks. And this one says, serve the one you love. And I know what this card says, and I'll read it in 2 seconds. But I just want to add that also serve yourself. Love yourself. So this is not just about, and remember that when you love yourself and you serve yourself, you also serve others that you love and the rest of creation, because we are all connected. So once you decide to be a couple, you are here to serve the one you love, to serve your love to your lover. In every kiss, in every touch, you feel that you are here to please the one you love without expect anything back. Okay, so other than the fact that I absolutely love how beautiful this card is, because I am obsessed with bees, but on top of that, please remember that there is, if you are not in a relationship, or your relationship is toxic or abusive, please remember that we do not serve others. That is not love. We do not serve them at the cost of our own self. So I'm not sure why I felt compelled to mention that, but I am. So there is a difference between serving someone, serving the love that you have for someone, serving the relationship and serving them, versus serving someone that is not out to love you, if that makes sense. So it implies that if that is what you are doing, then what you are receiving from them is the same love, the same care and compassion and concern. Okay, so this one, it says you are responsible for your own happiness. So happiness never comes from outside of you. If you put your happiness in someone else's hands, they always take it away. Happiness can only come from inside of you and is a result of your own love. So we are in charge of who we are and how we love and how we feel love. We are expected to show up and to ask for what we need, to be vulnerable in saying those needs, to being open, to being authentic, and hopefully in what we get back from that is a partner who is vulnerable and can actually say what they need and what they want, and that we're able to be there for them as well. And so, yeah, those are beautiful messages. I don't know, something tweaking here. So, okay, we have two more cards after this one. So, power, and you had spiritual. So, feeling your own divinity, feeling how you are connected into the divine, that we are all one, that you are co-creating your life, coming to a place of understanding that you are more powerful than you may have ever given yourself creative license to be, or even acknowledged. Okay, so we have two left, and this is from the Enchanted Map Oracle, and it says, heal the ouch. So forgiveness is the healer of the soul. This is a time for great soothing of the heart, body, and soul and mind. As this card indicates, that healing will be prevalent in your life now. If you feel drawn to study the healing arts, you will be successful in developing a natural capacity to restore others to wellness. However, the message may be that you are being called to change your behaviors in order to heal the earth. Perhaps you are switching to cruelty-free diet, eating less meat, or perhaps you pay more attention to how much water or electricity you use. You may be asked to be conscious of your footprint on the sacred earth and all of life, and to commit to to the healing path. The Heal the Ouch card may also be an indicator of old wounds and broken bonds being mended. Reconciliations are possible now. Let bygones be bygones. So again, one of the things that I want to talk about is that sometimes you can heal what is broken between someone and yourself, but that doesn't mean that you have to let them back into your life. So please remember, this is a general reading. So if what I keep bringing through is not meant for you, please don't take it. But I just keep being reminded to allow people to know that it's okay to heal the hurt caused by someone else, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to allow them back into your life, especially if that means that, especially if there's a history of them re-hurting you, or it's a toxic relationship, or we are talking about deal breakers when it comes to relationships. So something that cannot really be not forgiven, but not abided by. So because honestly, I believe that forgiveness is it's not about saying what you did was okay. It's about saying, I'm not going to hold on to the poison that is harming me by something that someone else did. So it is a different way of viewing forgiveness than some other people have. So if you need to mend fences with someone else, just make sure that you're taking care of yourself as you do that. And the last of the oracle cards is the Armadillo Spirit, and this is from the Spirit Animal Oracle, and this is the pocket edition. That's why he's so cute and tiny. Okay. I tell you. So, set healthy boundaries. Learning to set healthy boundaries is the gift of the Armadillo Spirit. You are entering a phase where, in order to be in alignment with your intentions and co-create your best life, you have to be discerning discerning and say no to many things that were okay for you in the past. Armadillo Spirit is here to tell you it is time to be honest with yourself about what you really want, to be clear on what you are agreeing to, and declare what your needs are, and to say no as a full sentence. These are acts of self-respect and kindness to others as well as to yourself. Trust your body's signals, and you will know what to do. Armadillo's Spirit guides you in making good decisions that are grounded in a strong sense of what belongs to you and what does not. Okay? So in other words, one of the most beautiful things about setting healthy boundaries is that when we honor those healthy boundaries, we keep people close to us that are loving and supportive and know how to show up and how to really show us that they love us. And our job is to be vulnerable enough to let them know what that looks like. And if they are not doing something that we find loving or compassion or helpful to the relationship, that we ensure that they know that, and we can say that in an empowered way, not a mean way, but a way that is true for us and true for them. And if they truly love and respect us, they will love and respect what we're saying to them. And it also teaches them that they can do the same for them. So if you are not standing in relationship with them in a way that helps them feel loved and supported and seen, then they know that it's okay, that they can be vulnerable with you and say what they need, just as you hold space for them when they, oh no, I'm messing that up, as you ask for the same from them. So the idea is that if I water you and you water me, that we're both good and we grow together, and there's no competition, and there's no difficulty, there's no struggling for what we both need, because we both acknowledge what it is that we need, and we want to give it to each other because we love and respect each other. Okay, so we are going to look at the this is the Light Seers deck, and we are going to do reading. It's basically looking at what is happening in your life right now and how it is that we can best how you can best support yourself as you're going through this transition, this difficult time, this dark night of the soul, and what it is that Spirit is trying to teach you or help you to understand so that you can align with your highest purpose. So Papa, we ask that you help us to understand, interpret the messages. What does pile 3 need to know about their situation so that they can heal and move up and forward in their life? What does pile 3 need to know? So for Earth, you have the 9 of Wands. For water, you have the Page of Swords. For air, you have the King of Cups. For fire, you have the 7 of Pentacles. Huh. That's the first time I felt like doing an inverted card today. Okay. For Spirit, you have the 3 of Pentacles, and the outcome is the reversed 4 of Cups, and the bottom of the deck is the King of Swords. Okay, so Earth, the difficulty that you are facing right now is that you are overwhelmed. You are burning the candle at both ends. You feel like you just don't have anything left to give, and you are being vigilant, and you are hoping and praying and waiting for things to change, but you are at your wit's end and holding on by that knot and that thread and just wanting something to change. How you're feeling about this is that you feel like you just have so much to learn, and you feel overwhelmed, like you don't have the skills or the knowledge it is that you need to bring that through. And King of Wands. how this is affecting your thinking is you're starting to think that you don't have what it takes. So if you look, the King of Cups is surrounded by water, but his cup is empty. So it's about filling your cup so that you can feel your own love, that you can feel embraced and cared for, and wanting to know that, you know, Spirit is with you and for you. What needs to be transformed, so this is fire, is the Seven of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. So I feel like you've been trying to create something and you've been dedicated to it, but it's just not growing. It's not growing the way that you want it to, or it's not growing to the degree you want it to. And you've just been putting so much energy into this, and it's not coming out how you need it to. And what I think Spirit is saying is that it's okay to weed it. It's okay to change directions and think of another way of being, or how you can really step into what it is that you're trying to create. The spirit, or what's in your heart, is you want to create this amazing balance that you can build on. You want to create a foundation of life that you can be proud of, and you want to work cooperatively with others so that you can create this. But it almost feels like you're trying to do it all yourself, and that because you're trying to do it all yourself, and either you're working against someone, or like you're working against yourself, or the people that you're creating with just aren't happy. They aren't helping you. And so the outcome is a releasement. So when the Four of Cups is in the upright, it can be about, you know, being very stuck and focused on this one thing. And instead, what I believe in this case it's asking you to do is let that go. Let that go, and let others help you create what you need to. And you need to do that by being discerning and not allowing fears to get in your way and conflict to get in your way. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers here. What does pile 3 need to do to change this situation? What knowledge or advice would help them? So we have the Empress. We have the Eight of Swords reversed. And we have the Five of Pentacles. That one right there. And we have the Lovers. And bottom of the deck is the Hermit. And the Four of Wands. Okay, so what I think is happening here, what Spirit is trying to say, is that you are the Empress. So you have the ability to create and grow anything that you wish and that you want. But you have to apply it, you have to grow it, you have to allow things to happen and protect it. So not letting other people mess with what you're trying to grow. So working with Spirit to co-create it. What is bringing the Empress forward is that you are second guessing yourself. So you're tying yourself up in knots when really you're perfectly fine. So you're in your head and you're thinking about what you're afraid of, and you're overthinking things, and you are basically tying yourself up so much that you can't move forward. And in turn, that makes you feel like you're locked out, that you are alone and you are lost and you're separate from spirit. But really, you're not. You're not at all. You are ultimately joined with everyone, and there is such a loving embrace. But you have to allow that energy in. You have to get in touch with your inner self. And when you do that, oh my goodness. Okay, so we have told you Hermit was on the bottom of the deck. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles. So this is what you want to create, right? This is what you want to build. That foundation will bring you here. So family happiness, wealth, prosperity, feeling supported and loved and acknowledged, and having those that you are able to lift up as well. The next card is, the Four of Cups came before this, Four of Wands, which is building that, okay? So building that foundation. Then you have the Ten of Cups, and you have a new start with the Fool, okay? So what I want to ask you to do is really go back to the drawing board and write down, the pros and cons about what is happening in your life right now. What are the things you love? What are the things that you're struggling with? And then really focus on gratitude on the things that are working. But with the things that you're struggling with, I want you to think of ways that you could say, okay, this is not what I want it to be. What is the answer to that? So say you are struggling with finances right now. Okay, so how can I make more money? Is it that I have money, but I don't like the way I'm making it? What is it that you can do, small changes that put you more in alignment with things so that it's more towards what it is that you are trying to grow, that you're trying to create? Okay, so either you're not creating what you want or you're not creating it the way that you want. And if it is that you feel a lack of connection or a lack of love in your life, then one of the things that you can do is embody it. So show yourself love, show your friends love, act in loving ways, and that will make a nest, if you will, that encourages love to come and reside. Okay? So I feel like you have so much untapped potential, but it feels like you're fighting against yourself to create something that maybe either isn't in your highest good or is not in alignment with what you really want. So maybe you are trying to create something that somebody else has told you that you have to create, but going back to that very basics, making goals, setting intentions, and really revising how it is that you're showing up will help you move forward. And don't forget that no matter what you do, Spirit is always there co-creating with you. So don't be afraid to say to Spirit, I need help. I need help figuring out what my next steps are. I need help figuring out how to move forward with this. And ask them for guidance, and then be open to receiving it. So as I said at the beginning of this video, when I was really struggling, they sent me, we're talking angel wings, bigger than you can see right now, and bigger than my arms can reach. And it was I always find when we're really struggling that they use big messages because they know we're overwrought. We're overwrought and we can't hear the quiet voice that is always guiding us from within. So they have to step up big and huge and loud. And not that they think we're dumb, but as if we're dumb, because we can't see it. We're in that mental anguish moment, and because our emotions are so strong and overpowering, we can't see their beautiful messages of help and care and concern. So allow yourself to be guided by Spirit. Look for signs, ask for signs, ask to be supported, because you deserve it. You are worthy. And Spirit wants you to have everything. They want you to be happy. They want you to be uplifted. They want you to create a wonderful life that you can be proud of. but you have to let them help you. Okay, so let's get some, hi, little angel. Let's get some tea leaf messages that might give a little bit more insight into this. So what does pile 3 need to know at this time to help them move forward and understand their situation and move forward? We have desk. Pay attention to your work. We have gavel. Involvement with the law. We have a fair man. Dealings in relationships with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. What does pile 3 need to know? We have firecracker, excitement. We have whale, great worry over nothing. So don't let your fears drive you mad. Fair woman, dealings with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. Elephant, a long journey, either physically or mental, that will leave you wiser at the end. It's got a beautiful elephant. I love elephants. I am feeling pulled to talk to you about Ganesh. So I don't know if you are familiar with the Hindu god Ganesh, but he is an elephant, and he is known as the overcomer of obstacles. He's also good luck. He helps with prosperity. So if you are so inclined, you might want to learn more about Ganesh and ask him to help you find your way forward, to overcome obstacles that are in your way, and to find the right path. So boat, money, prosperity through inheritance, winning, or windfall. Ear, good news. Purse, pay attention to your finances. And yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. And we're going to go over to this side of the deck. It's too big, I can't shuffle it all at once. Okay, pineapple, reconciliation. I also interpret that as you are a queen. Wear your crown. Vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that something is against you. Pray about that one if that applies to you. Only take what applies to you. Leg, stepping into a new experience. Dogs, getting together with friends. Basket, recognition, reward, and merit. And last but not least, we have wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. Okay, so we are, last but not least, going to look at some charms. Please be careful because this can be a little bit loud. I know I saw it and I want it. Don't know why I want it, but I want it. So when I peeked in, and it's funny because I didn't peek in with the other times, but I saw my little bubble of beeswax in there, and for some reason I wanted it. So I want to, the thoughts that are coming up is that when you warm it up, you can make it pliable and you can create anything you want. And I want to impart to you that you are like this little piece of wax. when you warm up, when you fill yourself with passion and purpose and excitement, you can find that you are more flexible, that you can become more creative and become more beautiful. So fashion yourself so that it can be and you can be what you want it and you to be. So we have Ocean Jasper coming through, and this really want you help you get in touch with your emotions and feel supported and loved and cared for. We have the Mother of Pearl with the soul chakra, asking you to really connect in with the divine so that you can feel their love and their support. You have the rose quartz chakra, or rose quartz stone, which is about the heart chakra, asking again for you to really connect in with who you are, and that you are worthy, and that you are lovable, and that you have value. And even if it's hard to find that right now, trust me, it's true, because you are a creation of the divine. The divine never makes anything that is not worthy of love and support and care. You have the shell, and this is about, there is a divine order that is in everything that we do. You are a product of that. Your life is a product of that. And you are creating something beautiful with spirit if you allow it to happen. Believe in your dreams. So we have a hot air balloon. So your dreams can take you wherever you need and want to go. You have the gold quartz. So mainly this is glass bead, but it has copper in it. So the copper to me is about connecting in with Archangel Gabriel. It's also connecting in with the things that make you sparkle and that make you you and uniquely you. We have this adorable little baby Bambi, so a deer. So be gentle with yourself. Be gentle and loving and kind. Be curious, explore things, and know that you're protected and cared for. Oh my goodness, you have so many beads. We also have... What are you? I want to say bloodstone, because it's got a green sheen to it. So root chakra, really grounding, connecting into who you are and what it makes you. And you also have lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli is a stunning stone. It actually has gold in it, not just copper. And it reminds me of looking up into the heavens and seeing the Milky Way and how it guides us, and how, even though we're struggling, how tiny we are compared to the rest of the world, and that we are so important in ourselves, but we can also realize that there's so much magic, if you will, on how the world works, that everything works amazingly. Everything is amazing. So that all of your cares will be taken care of. You are cared for, because if there's something so amazing that it can move the stars and planets in the sky so that they do miraculous, amazing things. I mean, just take for a moment and think about how incredible it is that we have life to the capacity we have on Earth. So if we were closer to the sun, we wouldn't have the water, we wouldn't have the gravity, we would be too hot. If we were farther from the sun, we wouldn't be able to keep the things that make us so amazing. We would be too cold, and it is so amazing. We're just in this teeny little bubble that is it's perfection. And The reason that is because there is a guiding, loving hand behind creation. So, you know, when I look up in the stars, I know that we're not alone and that there is incredible potential for all of us. So please know that you are covered in potential. You have a honeybee, and this honeybee is reminding you that you create honey and that you create the beauty in your life, and you should savor it and celebrate it. You have this little charm that says, it has a doggy print and it says my dog. So maybe you connect with dogs or with animals, and they make you feel more alive and accepted and loved and cared for. We also have a little heart that says love on it. I can't get it out of my fingers. There we go. We also have an anchor. So maybe you need to anchor into the truth of who you are or your relationships so that you can feel supported. Maybe you need to anchor into your divine relationship so that you feel loved and seen and that you can create the life you want. You have this cute little horse, and when I see him, I think of running free and being able to do all the things that inspire us and call us to be better than we are. So I hope that this reading gave you a little comfort, a little guidance, and that you will help you move forward with more faith and assurance that you are important. And trust me, you are. You are valued and you are loved. And even if you can't see it right now, trust me, you are. So I am sending you love and light and 10,000 angels. Thank you for coming. I hope that this video really helped. Take care. Bye.